Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be learning how to shade the front view of a braid. This tutorial I will try my best as much as possible to break it down. So this is how I shade the braid. This is just a rough sketch in shading the braid. You need your charcoal. Either if you are using charcoal, you are using graphite. This is the way we shade the braid. So this is a sketch. As you can see, I'm stroking, like I'm using strokes in drawing the hair roots. That's what make those braid, like those roots that are attached to the head. That's what I'm doing now. I'm stroking my pencil to get that shading, that type of shading of the hair roots. If you remember in my last tutorial, I said that you need to start from somewhere, like your pencil. You drag your pencil from a position to the other. Like you try as much as possible to release the force or the pressure you're using stroking that line. As I got those hair roots, you start from a position, like from a point, and release the pressure of your pencil when you are getting to the end of that line you are drawing. You understand? That's how I curve those lines, that's how I shaded those lines. So this method, we are going to apply it on our shading. We'll apply it on our shading. Why this is a normal technique in drawing braids, by drawing zigzag lines. When you draw your zigzag line, you just start curving it at the edges to get that braid, like to get a braid. Yes, you draw zigzag lines and start curving it at the edges to get your braid. Then you start shading from the middle or from the edges and the middle, or you can shade according to your reference photo. The way the thing is in your reference photo, that's how you shade. After shading, you blend with your makeup brush. I use a makeup brush that have an angular shape. You understand? Those small makeup brush, that's what I use in blending. That is what is common in blending. Or you can use a hard brush. As far as that brush have a sharp edge, your shading will look more real. You understand? If you shade with a soft brush that does not have a sharp edge, it look as if you are blending the skin texture, which the hair isn't. The hair have strands of hair, which do not need all those soft brush. Like it needs some. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now we apply that technique here, whereby you shade, like you start from a position and release your hands, like you release the pressure of your shading at the end of your lines, the line you are drawing. You understand? So that's the method I will apply here in shading the hair roots or the hair strand. Also look like and also always look from your reference photo, the position where those hair strands are going to. You understand? Always look from your reference photo and shade according to where your reference photo, where the hair strands are facing. And when you are blending, also blend the same direction you stroked those lines. And make sure you don't use a soft brush, use a hard brush or a like an angular brush, a brush that have an angular shape in the mouth. As you can see here, I'm trying to be creative here. Like I'm trying to cover that white place by shading like in a way that will look like the reference photo. Even if I can't see every single strand of hair of the reference photo, I'll try my best as much as possible to make sure it looks something like the reference photo. So if you know you can't see the position, like if you know you can't see the direction of the hair, just make sure you learn how to shade, like learn how to shade these roots. So in case if you can't see the direction, you know what to do when shading it. And also remember that hair do like they do grow on our foreheads. Like I don't know, okay, they grow from our main, like from the skull and stretch out to the forehead. That is what I just highlighted now. So always have it in mind when you are drawing the hair. Make sure to always look for those ones and use your graphite pencil, or you might use your charcoal pencil. If you are good at it, use your graphite pencil to just mark out those places, you understand, to make it like to give it more life, to give more life to your shading, you understand. So it will not look plain, it will not look plain. Right here I use the soft brush because of the skin, like the skin, you know that the hair is attached to the skin, so those places that is exposed, that skin that's exposed, I normally use the soft brush for there. When shading the hair, we always put it in mind that like we always know when the thing is dark enough and when the thing is not dark enough. You understand? So we always know what to do next. So we keep on shading some particular place almost every time till we get that dark value we are looking for. As in most times we always have up to like 2 to 3 charcoal pens. One might be lighter. You can call one like one might be lighter while the other might be darker. We might use the lighter one to create the sketch, like create the direction of the pencils. Then we use that darker pencil to make sure, like to shade on it to make it darker. Because normally our hair, if it is turned to black and white image, like our picture, if it's turned to black and white image, it always gets dark. You understand? It's always black. So we make sure we start with a lighter charcoal pencil to get the direction, then we use a darker charcoal pencil, or we might shade again. You understand? We might shade again to make it darker. Always have that in mind. when we are done shading all these parts, we always make use of our mono zero eraser or pen eraser, anyone you have. If you have a normal eraser, you can just sharpen the tip and make it tiny, make it sharp. You can use that eraser to create highlights, because you know that the hair have hair strands, and sometimes because of the camera effect, some of our hair strands, like it gets, like, it turns white. You understand? It turns white because of the camera effect. So that's what we make use of our mono zero eraser or our pen eraser or the normal eraser. That's what we use them for, to create all those highlights, those lightning effects, those hair that turned white due to the camera light effect, or yes, you understand. So after the shading, I normally, like, after shading the hair, I have pen eraser. I don't have mono zero eraser, I have pen eraser. I always use that eraser to create all those white hairlines. Like, I just stroke it at the edge, like at the edge of those shading. This part I'm shading now, those edges. Now just use my eraser to just do something like the way I'm using my pencil. Like what I'm using my pencil to do now, I'll use that same eraser to do the same. Like, I'll create highlight in the middle of all those shadings, you understand? To make the hair pop, to make the highlights make your drawing pop. Now, to make use of my pen eraser, I'll use my pen eraser to highlight those parts that normally get white, you understand? Yes, I'll just highlight those places, stroke my eraser like the way you stroke your pencil when shading. That is the same way you do your eraser. Make sure your eraser mouth is clean. You understand? Make sure you always clean the mouth of your eraser. That's what I'm always doing. I'm always cleaning it on that tip side. So make sure you always clean the mouth to create more highlights for you. So I normally highlight those spaces between the hair. You understand? Those spaces, I just make them white so that the thing will make my drawing pop, make the shading pop up. Mastering this technique will make you a pro in shading of hair. I'm not yet a pro, but what I've learned, that's what I'm showing you. You understand? You follow that technique. I will still come back to the shading because I'm not done. I'm just trying to just hurry up the shading, so I will come back again and make use of my pen eraser to highlight the needed place. If you can see, I'm trying to, like, I'm following the reference photo, shading where those hair strands are supposed to go. You understand? So you just need to learn it and try as much as possible to practice, because practice make improvement. It does not make perfection, but it makes improvement. So you just keep on practicing. Take a lot of reference photo that you think is hard. Just use them to draw, and you will see that you get better in this type of shading. Now you just need to follow the technique we use in shading those first part, in shading the rest. And you see this place I'm highlighting, those white dots that I will use my electric eraser to create later. Why these white lines indicate that I should use my pen eraser to create those other white strands of hair, like they are highlights. I will just use my white, like I'll use my eraser, my pen eraser to just create all those highlights, those lines, those white lines, to make it, like, to make the drawing pop up, to make the shading pop up. As you can see, I'm using my pen eraser in between those strokes, those hair strands. So I'm using it in between. I'm not just using it anyhow, like, without direction. I'm using it in between those lines. You understand? So where it's supposed to be dark, I made it darker, and where it's supposed to be light, I made it more like, I made it more lighter. You understand? So that is it. That's all for today. I'm sorry for jumping to the end because the video was too long, so I just had to move to the end. And thank you for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment to this video, and I will do a better tutorial than this that is more easier to understand. Now, this is the moment you have all been waiting for, the reveal.